Peace and love. Welcome back to the HOP, helping our people elevate. I'm here with a special guest. If you don't mind, brother, can you introduce yourself to the people? Let them know who you are, where you from, and a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man. Everybody call me Dro, but my name Brandon. I'm from Tulsa, the North. Uh, Shit, grew up on the foe, moved out, elevated. Shit, now we here.
Which folk, so they'll know which folk, you know what I'm saying?
I grew up on 54th.
Okay, yeah. So what was
Uh,
like growing up for you in Tulsa?
Shit. Uh, Man, it's Tulsa is just one of them places where man, you love it. It's fucked up sometimes, man, but it's home. You know what I'm saying? It's hella fucked up shit. They don't really we fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to find the words for it, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we real fucked up. We got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
That's
work
real.
to do.
That's
And
real.
I
And
mean,
we gonna dive into that later. Go ahead, I'm
shit,
listening to you.
shit could be done. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some work. Some community. It's gonna take some community shit. Really,
That's
that's it. On
That's what we
it's
was on. What 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years, 1.5 years ago. That's what we was pushing. You know what I mean?
Yep,
It's
yep,
going to take the community to change the community or to better the community
yeah,
because it's the community that destroyed the community. And in order to heal it, it's going to take the community.
yep.
Because community is common unity. But so tell me a little bit about you know what I'm saying as far as who or what was your biggest influence on you growing up as a child in Tulsa, North Tulsa.
Man, my pops was locked up when I was young. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest influence or what was my big cousin Carn, you know what I'm saying? Fat face is what they
Yeah,
call him. You
yeah,
know. So growing up, seeing him and 4 years and all of them sliding up and down the block. You know what I'm saying? And a couple other niggas, shit. That's just what a nigga grew up on. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. That shit really just made me lose I really just lost a lot of shit. You know, had to back up. Had to back up.
What were
So
some of your biggest challenges that you faced growing up, and how did you shape? How did they shape you?
shit. For one, nigga, being black in Tulsa growing up was, you know how that shit go.
Hmm.
That niggas always getting put last. We definitely don't get the best shit at all. Uh, but growing up like that, man, made me, you know what I'm saying, learn how to survive, make it. Probably not in the best way, but shit, we made it. And then when a nigga got like 15, you know what I'm saying, mom's kind of moved me out of Tulsa, so I got a chance to see, different shit and all that. And when
Yeah.
pops came home, I moved to Texas, and that taught me a few different things. But Tulsa taught me how to survive.
How was that time with your father when you moved to Texas?
And at first, it was a little weird, crazy because uh coming from with my moms and shit, all the rules and it probably wasn't as strict as it was with pop. So we
Yeah.
bumped heads a lot at first. And I think that was from the lack of the time we spent together. Because when
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
when you fight, like you come around, 8 to 10 years later or whatever, and you kind of already molded into yourself. And you got some man telling you, "Oh, you better not do this, you better not do that," type shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but shit, we got all that together. Hey, I got a good father and a good stepfather. You know what I'm saying? So I had the best of both worlds with that. Whenever he finally got out and shit, so and
Yeah.
he took care of his. My dad took care of his responsibility behind the wall and outside. So I got blessed. A lot of people didn't get blessed like that. A lot of people didn't get to have that. A lot of people didn't get to had a father around before or after prison, you know. So
It's crazy hearing you say that because when I think about it, you like the third person I've heard. But as far as speaking for self, that was one of the situations how I met my pops. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? As far as he was incarcerated, our first conversation. You know what I'm saying? My first time actually getting to go visit him, he was incarcerated. And then I remember going to McLean. We was at a football game. I'm behind the bleachers. Me and the homies back there smoking, and I see him out of nowhere. He come over there, and I tried to hide the blunt. He like, "What you doing?" Nah, let me hit
yeah.
that. Let me hit that with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I miss him, love him to death. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of brothers and sisters had these stories where they don't meet their fathers till they come home. But we
Yes.
look at our
Yeah.
generation now.
Yeah. Yeah.
As far as the babies, you know what I mean? All the brothers that's locked up, brothers that's just dying.
Yep.
A lot of babies ain't gonna have no fathers.
Yeah. A lot of them. It's fucked up. See, my pops, I knew my pops before he went to prison too, though. I was on the run with my pops. My pops was, he was over there on 34th and Harvard. So everybody that they know. Everybody that know BJ already know. But my grandfather was a doughboy wizard too, though. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it was just weird. I went through my little run too. But it's weird how nobody taught me how to do that. But shit, I was pretty good at doing that.
I ain't never been on the road with my pops, but me and my pops went to jail together in Oklahoma City, like
Yeah.
2010, I think, 2011, somewhere around there. It was early
Yeah, I
2000.
was I was about 3. I think he just knew he was about to go for a while and just wanted to chill with his little nigga for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I was about 3, 4 years old.
So how would you probably don't remember too much, or you may, but how would you describe the environment you grew up in? You know what I mean, like the people, the culture. You know what I mean, the energy.
Oh man, I had both my grandmas. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And this was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? What grandma say? Yeah, yeah. This was back then when when the mamas was running the house. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, everything she said was I love. I grew up with a loving family. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
what? All my aunties and uncles was cool. You know what I'm saying? We was 31 grandkids at grandma's house for the weekend type shit. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like the family is close. Like the world, like our community, the black community, our families ain't as close like they used to be. You know what I'm saying? We so separated. Like you don't really see nobody to a funeral. They not coming to the birthday parties, but we gonna see you at the funeral though. You
And,
know?
they gonna hear this in quite a few videos that I've done, but I keep speaking on it every time somebody talk about family structure, and it's like, excuse me, but the families are clicked up now.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the families, you know what I'm saying, like uncles and
The
aunties, all
the
aunties.
bougie cousins with the bougie cousins
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
and the not so wealthy cousins with the not so wealthy cousins. See, yeah, we
And
got I
then,
feel like it's something like that.
but
That's really the killer.
even deeper though, when you become so-called conscious or woke, and you stop believing in what the so-called white man taught us, your
Yeah.
family start looking at you funny. Excuse me,
Yeah.
'cause that's my issue.
They gotta let them. They gotta let all that memory shit go that they holding on to. I understand them like, oh, well, the family get together for this. Well, we need to call it something else then, and do something else.
I
You
know
know?
we wasn't gonna make this about. Well, we're gonna get into the knowledge later, but I feel like black people are hypocrites, and this ain't no bash, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because them same family members that be talking about God and Jesus and the Holy Scripture be the same niggas on the block hustling, selling and slanging, and you know what I'm saying, fornicating and all kind of shit. But they
Yeah.
want to judge you because you become woke.
Yeah.
But don't your book say don't judge?
It's a lot of
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of judges out here. A lot of chiefs.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I mean, yeah, I love my peoples, but I can't be around the fakeness. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna make this about that. But I just can't do it, bro. Like I love my peoples, but I hate, like you said, we don't see each other until it's a funeral. They won't come to a birthday party, and that's that. Them niggas ain't never came to my daughter's birthday party.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? In her 10 years. You know what I'm
Won't
saying?
come to it. Won't come to a party.
But then we'll see you at somebody at big cousins or big aunties or big, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see you at the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
When the last time we had a family gathering, a family reunion or something? You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that we need in the black community. You
Yeah.
got family members killing each other because they don't know their cousins.
Yeah.
The one from this gang, one from that set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He done shot at him. He done shot at him and his home. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
then you got it where family members are sleeping with each other because they don't know their cousins. And we all point the finger. Oh, that's that white people stuff. That's that white people stuff. But we doing it.
Yep.
Let's I ain't even finna get that deep. Let's get back on to it. So we're gonna get into 9/11.
Yeah. So the family culture, though, you know what I'm saying. I ain't never really heard, well, let me say this. My grandma always said we had Cherokee in us. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she always but they never called themselves like black. I don't think I ever heard them say they was black or African American or nothing like that. No misnomers or nothing like that. But
Yeah, we gonna dive in that. Yeah, yeah.
but we done lost our identity. We don't know who we are really. So we try all these different things, but you know what I'm saying? They
We lost
dying
the
of
boy.
hair. We're dying like when the apple falls too far from the tree, like Malcolm said. Shoot, it becomes a pear or something. You know?
Usher got the song Trading Places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when we really study, and we gonna get, I keep saying we'll get to that, but 'cause I got some more questions I want to ask. But for those who listen, I want y'all to take this information as we talking about this stuff because when you really study, I'm talking about when you really study, you'll see that this is our ancestral land. We're gonna get into that, but damn, I lost where I was going. I'm sitting there blowing this gas. But the family structure, the identity crisis. You know what I'm saying? Look at Auntie's birth certificate. If
Yeah.
she's at least, if she's at
Negro.
least, if she's at least in her 60s, 50s or 60s, look at her status. I mean, look where it say race. It's gonna say Negro,
Negro, yeah.
African American. You know what I'm saying? Look at grandmas. It may say colored.
Color, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We the only people who have had all these different identities.
Renamed.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, reclassifying us. You know what I'm saying? Putting a new label on us every 30 years.
It's been a good 4, 5 of them.
Yeah, we gonna be something next in the next 20 years.
Yep.
The black of the berry people or some shit. You know what I mean? They just gonna make up
Yeah.
something.
Makeup.
They just gonna make up some shit and we gonna say, yep, that's who we are.
Yep.
That's what they told us we were. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm finna get back to my question. I'm gonna say this. But for those who listening, if they look at your screen as far as the display I got, they can see the screen is black.
Yeah.
That's nowhere near your skin complexion.
No, that's not a
This
person. That's not a person, place, nor a thing.
this is your shirt is white. That's not they skin complexion.
Not base game. Yeah.
But there's millions of people in the United States and across the planet that believe they don't know they believe that they're black and white. Why? Because somebody else told them.
Yeah.
They don't need, like
Yeah.
I said, when that brother tried to come at you today, and I was like, most so-called black, they don't know about Francis Benaire, Johann Friedrich Blumenbach, Carlos Linnaeus, Melville Herskovitz, Alex Harlika. I can keep going, you know what I'm saying? But they don't even know none of these Europeans.
The hijack.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't know nothing about the hijack.
The people who rewrote it and gave people labels and said, "Oh, you come from here, you come from here,"
Yeah.
but they swear up and down they know. But anyway, let's get back to it. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't really fool too much around with it no more, but you know what I'm saying? Can you remember when you first got into when did you first get into music and what inspired you to start?
Uh, Shit, really good. We used to my homeboy Jeremy Wilson. Really, him and my cousin Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to instrumentals with them back in the day, man. We used to listen to a whole bunch of Gucci Mane and Jeezy instrumentals, and it was just up from there.
You remember your first project and how it felt?
I think my first project was with Hakeem Olajuwon and my little cousin brother, little OSU brother.
Yeah. I gotta reach out to bro. Fuck, they took my shit.
Yeah, see, yeah, my first one. That was my first one, man. It felt good, you know. I got some other shit I've been working on, you know what I'm saying? A couple of uh that nigga three really used to keep me, you know what I'm saying, hyped up on that shit. He didn't want to pull up to my house like, nigga, we gotta write this, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. So feel like when all that shit, you know what I'm saying, took place, shit, I kinda just took a little step back, you know what I'm saying? Had to get some things in order and shit. And shit. I'm back at it really.
What was you remember some of the biggest moments, you know what I'm saying, or some of your favorite moments when y'all was in the lab and y'all was putting the music together?
Man, yeah, chilling that soul rage, you know what I'm saying? Smoking, mobbing, coming up with shit, you know what I'm saying? The laughs. Sometimes we'll get into it because we didn't agree on some shit, but shit, hey, we figured it out. But yeah, man, just the journey, really. That,
Yeah.
that was the journey was the starting with this, ending with that.
Is music something you're still full with, or is it just something in the past?
Uh,
I mean, would you
I
still, you know what I
I
mean?
fool with I still fool with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really just started back, literally, like 2 weeks ago. Literally.
When you started, what was it like? You know what I'm saying? Did you write back then? I ain't talking about now, but like back then, did you write or was it freestyles or and did you?
Well, all like everything I recorded, I wrote.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love that little mixtape we put together. Yeah, we wrote our own verses. And we, you know what I'm saying? We both put it in on the hook. I probably got like one or two songs of them that nobody ever even heard. You know what I'm saying? I just got to do a couple things to them, and there we go.
All right. So like, as far as going into the roots, you know what I'm saying, our identity or indigenous and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, was there a moment in your life when that changed your perspective, or was that something that your family was already passing down?
Nah, man, I really didn't even know until what is it, 2025? I didn't even know until like 2017. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I found some papers at grandma's house. And I was like, what the fuck? She never told us this shit, you know? Cause they was part of that Wall Street shit too, you know what I'm saying? So they moved around a lot, you know. And, I think what grandma was saying was, they stopped calling themselves like natives or Indians or whatever because they would kill them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So they just didn't talk about that shit no more, I'm guessing, you know? And I got to digging, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I'm Cherokee, Choctaw, I'm Creek, you know what I'm saying? Then a little Chickasaw. You know what I'm saying? The horns come from Natachosas, Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? That's a tribe.
Yeah.
So it's everywhere. A little Shawnee, a little Delaware. We was everywhere. We was here. We didn't come from there.
You
In
know,
fact, we got put over there too.
one of the biggest things I had learned, bro, a couple years. Well, I've been on this 11 years, so I'm gonna say like, yeah, 11 years ago. Then after I went through my rites of passage and my chief gave me my title, I could know something inside like the ancestors always talk to you. You just gotta listen.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying? And it was one of them said, all right, so with the rites of passage, that was pretty much me reconnecting to the concept of my ancestors. So he just reached, that was me. I ain't even gonna say the concept, that's like disrespecting it. But
Yep.
that was me being reconnected to my ancestors. But I'm not from Nigeria. I'm not from the Yoruba. I'm not from the Yoruba tribe. You know what I'm saying? I went through that with them, you know what I'm saying? But something inside of me was like, you got this card in your pocket. Learn who you are here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember us here.
They try to take us away from here.
You know what I'm saying? And so like to speed the story up, once I started digging into the Olmecs, the Aztecs, the Incas, the Mayans, various other tribes, the Oklahoma Land Rush,
Mhm.
the Kansas Land Rush. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just many others. Once I started digging into the American Indian War, the real history.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The $5 Indians, the Dawes Rolls.
All of
You know what
it.
I'm saying? Once I started really just digging into that, now I got one simple question for the people if they listen to this video. And I want y'all to leave a comment. But when you look at the pyramids, look at the murals, right?
Yep.
They got all kind of colors: reds, blues, greens, purples, yellows, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When they drawing their clothes and they showing you how they dress and their attire and their instruments and all that, you know what I'm saying? They
They
got all
hair.
these colors. They even got white cows with black spots, right?
Yep.
So if those people were the so-called natives that we see today, the tan people, why would they paint their skin tone like me and you, or black and brown, quote unquote black and brown?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that wasn't what if the people wasn't super dark or melanated, they got all these different colors,
Yep.
but they paint their skin tone one or two colors.
Yep. They brown and dark.
And they got locks and some of them. If you look at the Mayans,
Yeah.
they got dreadlocks.
Yeah.
I don't see no motherfucking Indians, quote unquote Indians, so-called Indians. And let me stop cussing because we is on YouTube, but I don't see the so-called Indians wearing locks.
Not at all.
Then when I got into the more science of it, those brothers made me pull out a map.
Yep.
When you deal with nationality, you're dealing with nations.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so to give people a couple examples, excuse me, but the Japanese man come from Japan. His
Yes.
nationality would be Japanese.
Japanese.
His
Yep.
nation is Japan. You know what I'm saying? So the Chinese man with China, Australian with Australia, the Nigerian man belongs to Nigeria. I ain't gonna say African and Africa. No, he has a nationality. The
Yeah.
Ugandan, the Ugandan man belongs in Uganda.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? They have a nation that they belong to.
Yep.
And so when you start dealing with the so-called Indian, we talking about India.
India. Yeah.
We talking about the people in Asia. So these 10 people are the Mongolian Eskimos. They're not the true indigenous people.
Yes.
When you read Columbus's journals, he tells you that
Yeah.
he
Copper.
saw people dark skinned. This is
Yes.
Columbus's writing. And for those who want to believe that Columbus discovered America, even though we know there was a lot of people here, but for
I
those who
do.
want to believe that, read Columbus's journals. He would tell you he saw dark skinned people, the same dark skinned people he saw in Africa, he saw here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we've been here. And then that was just one question as far as the colors. But I mean, there's so many that you can just bust down. They ain't got no answer for.
They don't.
Like
So
if it took 3 months to travel here, you mean they had enough food and supplies to bring all them people? They didn't.
that's
It's
like
impossible.
that's like having like 500 cows, putting them on that ship. Boy, you ain't gonna have no cows when you get to America.
Right? You know what I'm
Motherfuckers
saying?
gonna be
What they gonna
dead.
eat? You know what I mean? They can't get water.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying? When they start urinating and using what they gonna you gonna have feces? Nah, that shit ain't gonna work.
This we ain't like back then. What kind of boat are they all gonna go on?
Right. That's why I said you got dinosaur fossils in museums, but you ain't got no slave ships in museums.
Exactly.
You got the bullcrap chains and all. Yeah, we were prisoners of war. The
Yes.
chains were modern day handcuffs.
Yes.
They just slimmed them up and made them tighter. Modern
Yeah.
day. You know what I'm saying? But
See
we've been here,
a lot of people don't know we was prisoners of war though. They just thinking we just got put on the boat and got sailed there.
bro. Like when I read brother I don't want to say the wrong name, but it's from the website RV Bay Publication. It's a Morris book. But the book is called Are You in Denial of Your Ancestry? They have a part one and part two. And in part one, it goes into how, all right, so the New Orleans Saint logo,
Yeah,
they
that's
symbol
some.
that they wore on their helmet.
Yeah, now that's some. That's. I think that's from Spain. What they from? Is that
No, that's
French?
French. Yeah, French.
French.
That's
Yeah.
Louisiana's named after King Louis the
Oh
14th.
yeah. Yeah.
He was a Frenchman. And his nephew, Duke of Orleans, is where New Orleans come from.
Mm.
But that logo was the brand that they used, the iron that they used to use, the brand Slave. It's called the Flower de Luce.
Mm.
Luce, Flower de Luce.
Mm. Mm.
You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? And so when you see that they got that brand on their players, they marking they property. They marking they so called slaves. Because the word slave comes from Slavic. You know what I'm saying? But they marking their prisoners of war. But then
Mm.
going deeper, when you look at that controversy behind the Washington Redskins,
Yeah.
that's us on them
Yeah.
helmets.
Yes, that is us.
That was
Especially that older logo.
that's what I'm saying. And I did a video. I think his name was Chief Whitecalf.
Yep.
That's who that logo was based off of. I did a video on here last year about him. But the dude who from the owner of that team or whatever, he said that it was based on Chief Whitecalf. And so when I went and looked him up, he was a brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I mean it's just so much, bro. But it's like the belief system. It's right there in our faces. But I want to get back, you know what I'm saying, to my questions. Was there ever a moment in your life that really changed your perspective on how things were?
Uh,
Like I mean, like were you always conscious, or did something like you know what I'm saying, just click and say, I gotta change, or I gotta do something.
nah, I think, man, when I found out about, who he really was, I was like, damn, these motherfuckers been lying to us. The school been lying to us. The preacher, the the bank, everybody been lying. A whole lot. I'm like, yeah, I gotta learn. I gotta figure this shit out. I gotta learn. So,
That's what I want to add on. Bro, I've been digging in so deep to where it's like, and I want y'all to comment if y'all still hearing y'all listening. Comment on this. Like, if they say Oklahoma was Indian territory, right?
yes,
But then in the beginning of it being built into modern day, you had the most black towns. So and they'll try to say that Indians enslaved black people too. They'll tell us that, right?
mm-hmm,
But if that's the case, how did all the blacks get the towns, or how did all the so-called blacks get the towns?
mm-hmm,
The Indians just gave it to them.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, bro. We've been here.
Been here for a while.
We've been here. You know what I'm saying? This been hours. You don't hear about O.W. Gurley coming from a slave ship.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You don't hear about the original founders of these towns coming from slavery. Now they teach you that the Indians was pushed west and they settled in Oklahoma.
Yes.
And then supposedly the black slaves just got their freedom and had all these towns in Oklahoma.
Yeah. In 2 days.
Yeah. Like, come on, bro. When you start the Prophet Noble Drew Ali say, if I can get you to thinking for yourself again, you will free yourself.
Gotta wake up.
You will free yourself.
Fucking wake up. Yeah, man. It's so just like that Wall Street thing, man. Like I heard my grandma talking about it one day, but
Mm-hmm.
I was just always wondering, like, damn, they didn't even say nothing about that in school.
I was building with the brother Jamil Samuels. He got that Tulsa Chronicle book.
Mm.
And he in the beginning it goes into the whole Wall Street thing and what happened. And then towards the end it's like modern day, you know what I'm saying, with the gang violence and police brutality and situations that actually happen here in the town. You know what I'm saying, with the police. But as I was telling him, when Tiffany Crutch invited me and Baxter to that event where we set up the honorary thing for those descendants of the massacre,
Yeah.
and I got to watch that documentary, and that was my first time meeting the last three descendants that were alive. I think it's just sister left. I think it's just one left. I think her brother passed and another lady passed.
Yep.
And my apologies for not knowing their name right off the back. But you know what I'm saying? Like when I got to meet them, and I'm hearing these, bro. In the beginning, it was over 20 survivors.
Yeah, my uncle was on that video.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and hearing these, they were children. I
Yeah,
think
he
my
was
uncle
sick.
had been
He
like
was sick.
12.
My uncle was 6.
I think the other one
My
was
great
12.
grandma Vera, she was 6 months.
That's what I'm saying. I think the
No,
older one she may have been like 6. I mean, not 6, my bad, but 12. But it's
see,
like when I like they was talking about how they were seeing the bombs dropping from the sky. You know what I'm saying? Hearing these people it was a broad sweater on my soul, bro, on both my parents, on my little girl, even talking about it. It's like I visualized it when I heard them talking about it.
mm-hmm.
Visualizing it now.
Me
I'm
too,
saying
man.
these is babies, bro. I
I,
need to see this.
like my if you go to like the Oklahoma Historical Society and they got a little video recording of my uncle, and he told them what he saw. He said his dad, his dad they was all on their wagon, and they asked him where he was about to go, and he told them he was about to go to No Water because that's where his Indian allotment was, where he had his land and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they told him not today, nigger, and shot him in the face in front of my grandma and her children. So my grandma had to throw her dead daddy on the wagon and ride from Tulsa to No Water with a dead man on the back of her
See, that's
fucking thing.
it's gonna make me mad, but I got a video. Sorry, it's gonna be an upload by the time this one come out. But me and my partner JP, he's in Chicago. But in 1919 they had Chicago Red Summer. You know what I'm saying? When they put that it was some type of salt or something they put inside the swimming pool, and it did something to them black, like it fucked them black people's skin up or whatever. I need to stop cussing my way on YouTube. Anyway, there was a big riot that happened behind this event. You know what I'm saying? And the brother was talking about how the so-called blacks down there they were whooping ass. See, I just said I'm gonna stop cussing. They were kicking butt to the Europe. They were kicking the Europeans behind. And then I thought about the Black Wall Street. They tell us that we just got it was 1,000 whites to 10 Negroes. You know what I'm saying? But them 10 Negroes was whooping ass. That's why they had to block off other Negroes from coming in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the reality of the event, Dick Rowland and Sarah Page were in a relationship. The so-called blacks knew about it. It was the so-called whites who didn't know about it. This is during the Jim segregation era. You know what I'm saying? Jim Crow and all that. This is, excuse me, 1921.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you wasn't allowed to be interracial couples. You know what I'm saying? But again, our community, we don't trip about shit like that.
Everybody else do though.
You know what I'm saying? It was their community tripping. And then when they went to the court office tripping, neither one of them was even at the court office. Dick Rowland wasn't. He wasn't in the jail cell, and Sarah Rowland could never be found again. They were a couple, bro. They were in a relationship. He didn't do nothing to that girl. That's why she didn't ever go to court to testify. That's why he didn't ever go to court. Ain't nothing happened. They used that as an excuse to destroy the black wealth that was down there.
Yep.
Or so-called, you know what I'm saying? But still, they used that as an excuse to take what was from down there. That's why before they started burning the houses, they went in there and took them deeds out the houses. They went and took, you know what I'm saying, took the shit out the property owners. They took claim of the paperwork, you know what I'm saying, to be property owners, and then burnt the property down so they could say, oh yeah, I own this land right here. And then rebuilt the bridge over it, and then put the stadium where I believe them bodies is at. I don't know for sure, but
I
that's what
think they under all this shit they done built.
you know what I'm saying, like real talk. You know what I'm saying?
That was a whole big ass neighborhood. It stretched pretty far out. We just think we just think it was that one little street and shit.
That's all
Hell
they gave us.
nah.
That's all they left us.
Yeah, hell nah. That motherfucker stretched from that Howard, man. That motherfucker stretched, man.
600 businesses. So it couldn't have been just that one little small little area.
Bro, it was neighborhoods too though. It was houses,
Right.
parks. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like nah, man. Nah. It's then we got one little street in the church. Hell no.
But that church was there when it happened. That church got
Yeah.
history, which I respect. I respect it,
I
but
respect the church. No, I'm just saying. I
yeah,
know there's more land than that. It wasn't no one little street and just that church. We had it was many of churches there. It was pharmacies. It was railroads going through there. It was doctors' offices. People. It was houses all around there because they said they was looting the houses, burning the houses down.
you know what I'm
So
saying?
how was it? So how was it only businesses and y'all saying that it was that they were burning houses down and stuff?
TPD gave clan members badges.
Yeah. Well, they still got the badges.
That's what I said. But let's go back. You know what I'm saying to the interview. You know what I'm saying. And we're gonna keep doing this. You know what I'm saying. So y'all gonna this one gonna be this one may be a while, but y'all sit back with us. Y'all gonna learn something. Y'all gonna learn two things. Y'all gonna learn about our history, and y'all gonna learn about this brother's story. So we getting two interviews and one on this one. We get an interview and some history on with some knowledge on this one. But when you look back, bro, you know what I'm saying. What are some lessons you've learned from your mistakes?
Um. uh, Most of my mistakes come from I was just around the wrong people. You gotta have solid people around you, man. You think they not solid, then you shouldn't be around, man.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is, cousin, friend. You gotta be around good people.
If you can go back to a 15, no, 14-year old yourself, you know what I'm saying? Let's go back to the young brother, you know what I'm saying?
I would just play football. That's all I'll be doing.
If I say, what would you tell him?
Just keep playing, keep doing what you're doing. Don't switch up. Stay solo. Don't be hanging around niggas that ain't good for you.
Like, all right, so now I know you've done community work with us, so this one here, you know what I'm saying? I gotta hit you with this one. You know what I'm saying? But do you see yourself guiding or helping the younger people in your community now?
Yeah, definitely. Now, I feel like I can, lead them in the right direction. Help get them going in the right direction. Thinking right. You gotta just, like I said, you gotta be around the right people, good people. So you put them around people that's working, talking right, doing the right stuff. I mean, what else they gonna know? They ain't gonna know nothing else.
That part. So all right, so like let's talk to the young people for a second, you know what I'm saying? As far as no, let's talk to the old. Let's talk to our generation.
Yep.
Let's talk to our generation because it ain't even the young people. You know what I'm saying? It's us. What are some things you think that we need to be doing or we should be doing to help repair our community, repair our inside and the family structure?
Probably pay more attention to the kids and spend more time with them. I know we gotta work and shit, but sometimes we be too worried about work, too worried about the latest trend or all kind of shit, man. We really be just worried about the wrong thing. We could have been started many stores, all kind of stuff, but we worried about the wrong thing.
You see, I've said this before. All right, let's just take one community, one neighborhood. Let's say they got 20 neighbors, 20 people in that community. You know what I'm saying? If everybody in that community donated $100, that's $20,000, I believe. Yeah, 20,000. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or the 2,000. Either way it go, you know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Numbers is there. 100. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm tweaking. But if we invested in our community, if we invested in ourselves, and we invested in our children, they future, because they the future. So investing in our community is investing in the children because they are
yeah,
the future. You see what I'm saying?
yep,
Because if they the future and they got to keep, Malcolm X said this: if you live in a poor environment, you're gonna get a poor education. Poor education leads to a poor job. Poor
yep,
jobs lead to poor housing, and that poor housing leads to your children in that same cycle.
Yep.
And so, if we invested in our own community, again, when me and you and Baxter, what I'm saying, was doing the shit, or like when me and Baxter was riding around north, south, east, west, passing out the flyers and you know what I'm saying, stuff and hollering at people, we just asked for $5. It's going towards the children. It's not about us no more, bro. We becoming the elders.
Yeah.
If we make it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If we make it. And so with that being said, we should be investing in the youth, which that means investing in our community.
Yep. Time. It ain't always about money, either. A lot of people be thinking it's always about money. Shit. Sometimes these little kids need somebody to talk to.
That's it.
They be going through hella shit.
Cause I was that same little teenager listening to my homeboys telling me, "Oh,
What the
you ain't
fuck?
got to do this, or you ain't got to do that. Follow, you know what I mean? Do this and do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I know what they hearing, and the person that's telling them that, he only saying that because he ain't got no guidance. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it was for me. I wasn't the homie that told me that he wasn't being guided. You know what I'm saying? Properly, I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we, like you said, spend more time with them. Sit down and understand how they really feel, why they may feel why they feel. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
You gotta talk to them, man. They be.
Because I really don't want to. I'm not gonna say what my daughter told me, but my daughter called me twice, bro, and told me some stuff, and she just turned 10,
Yep.
and you shouldn't even be thinking like this. Is what I said. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
I will say this on her. I ain't gonna go deep, but and I don't care who watched this because it's my shit. But she not safe with her mama, so I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? And somebody, oh well, you should let it get out of my business because I tried it. If you comment on some negativity, unless you putting some dollars to help me get her, I don't want to hurt nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't afford it.
Yeah. Yeah. That shit. I mean, and shouldn't even be a big cost for wanting to fucking better your children, but it is. They hit you an arm
I
and a
mean,
leg.
just being trying to get your rights as a parent.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What you got to go through.
I had to go through all kind of shit.
Boy, that's a topic we can go into forever.
I
You know what I'm saying?
had to go
But
through all kind of shit, man. All kind of shit. But shit, nigga did that shit, and it's gonna
oh,
come a time, man. You gonna have your fucking day, man.
that shit, man, boy, that's a subject. That's a subject right there. You know what I mean? So, when tell us what I'm saying. I know. What ain't you driving? Ain't you as far as work?
Well, I got my own little trucking company going on
Oh,
right now.
yeah. That's why I thought. Yeah, tell me a little bit about it. You know what I'm saying, how that start? How that? You know what I'm saying, how'd you get into that?
Shit, I was just couple years before that, man. Nigga was running around, what I'm saying, doing all kind of crazy shit, making money off this and that. And then a couple of my partners died and shit back to back. Well, not back to back, but a couple years apart and shit. And I had this, I sat there and thought, because I believe that if you go through something and you need to change, and what you go through should change you. So I try to stay away from people that go through shit and don't change, especially if it's the right change.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, I'm like, yeah, I need to go do something. You know what I'm saying? I need to make enough money so I don't even want to go back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do my research on shit, and shoot, truck driving was it. I was only driving for. So I went to Tulsa Tech, got my little CDLs. Excuse me, and went and worked for this company called Grindike, and I worked there. Then I worked at this other company, and then couple years after that, me and the homie went in on this little truck and got it booming.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? We figured, you know what I'm saying? We trying to really run this company like we need to. So, kind of put the truck down for a little bit and start this little broker school. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working at Spirit right now, building this little like airplane wings and the fuel tank to the airplane and shit right now.
Oh, that's
But so I'll be back on my truck and shit next year after the school shit's over with though, and I'll be able to like run my shit 100% myself. You know, so. But I won't be driving no more. I'm gonna just hire a couple drivers. I'm through behind the wheel.
yeah. You're gonna be a boss.
I mean, I'm just trying, man. I'm trying. That's what we trying to set up to be, right?
Yeah.
Shit,
Now
trying to
you,
get there. And what I want to do, man, I'm gonna start this little driving school. I'm gonna be going through the hood, and, you know what I'm saying, the neighborhoods where I grew up and shit. You know what I'm saying, talking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna be my first few classes is gonna be free, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm gonna just find about like, you know what I'm saying, 15 to 25 people that's serious. And yeah, we're gonna have, you know what I'm saying, about 3 or 4 classes. You know what I'm saying? And then if it work like it's supposed to, then we'll keep on keeping on. And if that don't work, we'll figure something else out to draw our people in
That's
and
right.
get some positive shit going. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we gonna do that, man.
I like to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So my next question is, you know what I'm saying, like when people talk about you, you know what I'm saying, years from now, you know what I'm saying, when we become elders, you know what I'm saying, and it's our time to be called. What do you want them to say when it's your time? How do you want to be remembered?
Shoot, I mean, they all gonna be like, yeah, he bro was a good dude, man. He was always there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these, people that's like younger than me. You know what I'm saying? That I see like you interviewing. You ask them about him, they gonna be like, yeah, he was doing that before a long time. I remember when a lot of these niggas didn't have no money, you know what I'm saying, or they wasn't making money like that, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But when they started, I was, you know what I'm saying. But I remember, you know what I'm saying. I was probably seeing them every day, motivating them though, like, yeah, bro, you could do it too. You know what I'm saying. You ain't gotta be whoop de whoop whoop. You know, it's a lot of these little young niggas, you know what I'm saying, that I taught, you know what I'm saying,
that's what I want to ask you next. You know what I'm
how to
saying?
make some motherfucking money and shit. So
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you next. You know what I'm saying? As far as the youngsters growing up in the town, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere but specifically Tulsa, 'cause that's where we from. You know what I'm saying? Look, you hear the sirens outside now. Tulsa. You know what I'm saying? But to the young, that's the police. Yeah, look at them. They on somebody ass. But message to the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? The little youngsters growing up in the town thinking that, you know what I'm saying, it's only one way. You know what I'm saying? What do you got to say? What would you like to tell them? What would you like to say to them?
it's definitely not one way. It's a harder way. It's gonna take you some time, but if you stay consistent, you gonna be all right, man. That's with anything though. You know what I'm saying, that that fast shit only lasts so long, and you lose a lot of shit. You might lose your time, you might lose your life. So
That's what I said. Like I was about to say, yeah, because like to these youngsters, you know what I'm saying? I heard with these, I mean, I ain't even gonna go into that. But with them being young, like you said, it's gonna take some time. So if they get on it now, before they even hit our age,
yeah,
they could already be successful.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They could already be on, and I'm talking about legit.
Yeah, but we gotta do better at showing them, man. They gotta stop just seeing guns and dope shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta show them some type of trades and stuff. We don't really have that no more around. We ain't showing them too much or nothing.
That's why I uploaded September 6th. They got an Oklahoma City troops coming. You know what I'm saying? I got a video uploaded a couple days ago. It's gonna be last month when I put this up. But anyway, long story short, they got a truce coming in Oklahoma City. One of the brothers from Nutty Block, and it's a brother from Murder One down there. You know what I'm saying? They real good partners. They've been together for a while. The brother was telling me that the other brother was his daughter's godfather. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And so yeah, they close. You know what I'm saying? But they putting this truce together down there, and I'm seeing it in a lot of places. California trying it, Chicago trying it, Tulsa tried it, Oklahoma City finna put it together. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it in places. Do you think that it's something that we can make happen?
You know, whenever you get whenever you change those type of minds the right way, then you become a powerful nation.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, like,
I see it. It could happen. It's gonna take some work though. You know, it's
I feel like it can't be a one-time thing. It's got to be
you
consistent.
gotta be consistent, yeah. So it's gonna take many events. It's gonna take council. It's gonna take rank. It's gonna take motherfuckers might have to start getting, and it's gonna have to go back to the old days. You know, these youngsters probably can't handle it, but it's just gonna have to go to that.
Let me ask you this: what does success mean to you at this stage in your life?
Man. Being successful, man, just being able to, handle your business, taking care of your kids, uh, being able to build, for me, this little business that I started is, you know, that's one of my things I'm happy and I feel like it's gonna be. It was successful before I put it on pause for sure. So success is just that, man. Starting from the bottom and seeing how far you came and looking back and was like, yeah, man, I didn't give up. I stayed consistent. It got hard, and once you get over all of that, yeah, you gonna feel successful. But sure, you can't quit.
Yeah, man. That's why I say you got to keep going.
Gotta keep going.
Like, there's so much I still want to go into. But is there anything we didn't talk about you feel like you want to share to the people that's watching?
I mean, we just all need to come together, man. It's just time. Um, I think once we start figuring out who we really are, we'll see all this other bullshit. It's just bullshit. That's what I did. I stopped caring about a lot of shit once I started realizing shit.
That sounds about right. Yeah, sound like it. But see, I think that's we kind of going deep. But I feel like that's what happened to me because I'm a big Row fan, big
Yeah.
Zero fan. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was the biggest fan in Tulsa until he came here the first time, and there was one song that he did that I didn't know, and the whole crowd knew.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Zero got a lot of songs, man.
You know what I'm saying? But like we was talking about spells and chants. You know what I'm saying? Vibration and music and frequencies. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And that no help. I don't need no help, my nigga. I could
Yeah.
do bad on my own.
Yeah, that kind of brainwashed us, didn't it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was everybody in the town was bumping that.
Yeah. The niggas didn't need no help from the female. The females they wasn't wanting no help from the niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
How we all twisted and gay and shit.
So I'm saying, you see what I'm saying? Like this, and we ain't dissing that community, so but we, you know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't no this for that shit. That's shit. Ice Cube said it too. Shit.
yeah, that shit
A
did this.
lot of shit. A lot of shit fucked up. A lot of shit. Doing a lot of shit fucked up. A lot of shit.
It did, and we glorified a lot of it, and then here it is, 10, 20 years later.
Be worse.
You know what I'm saying? Look at
Worse.
us now. You know?
Worse. You know what I'm saying? I got relatives. I love them to death. But that don't mean I don't agree with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
That part.
I don't discriminate against. You know what I'm saying? Do you? If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. But I just don't like that they be trying to force this shit on the kids and shit.
Yeah,
That's
you know what I mean? Yeah, with the TVs and the cartoons and the video.
everything is just weird now. You can't even. I'll be watching their cartoons with them sometimes just to make sure. Like, fuck it, I gotta see what y'all watching, man.
Yeah,
I gotta see what y'all watching.
yeah.
We ain't watching that no more.
As far as all right, like my last question, we're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? As far as identity, give the people some sources that you think, you know what I'm saying, they should look into or study if they have questions about their identity.
Identity, man. You need to start with your grandma or your great grandma first. Because if you can get some names, then you can just dig. Look up your names, go to the archives. If you're in Oklahoma or whatever state you should have like we have the Oklahoma Historical Society. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And you just dig, man. You keep digging. You go keep finding shit. Like I know for me, I found out that I was Cherokee, and then I found out that I was Choctaw, and then I kept digging, and then I found out I was Natachosius from Louisiana, and then I found out I was Creek about 3 weeks ago. So you just gotta keep digging, man, and don't stop. And you gonna find some shit in there. You go like then I found out that about the Moorish shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The black Germans that I come from. You know what I'm saying? Then I found out about the 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 Irish people that I come from that we never knew about. You know what I'm saying? They all were brown. I can't they wasn't black. Ain't no black people, but they all were
Yeah,
brown, copper. You
as
know what
I
I'm
call them
saying?
Moors. Yeah,
They were definitely Moors.
yeah,
Because a lot of people get like they were definitely Moors. Like that movie Black Knight. If you ever watched that, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Robin
saying?
Hood, the original one.
Yes, the original one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever watch it,
Youngest Ship with Sidney Poitier.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of movies. They just hide them from
they hide them. Yeah, they hide them and they change the character's color.
them. And then you know
You
what
know
I
what I'm
mean?
saying? And
Uh,
have you thinking that Napoleon? You know what I'm saying? Like,
them Egyptians, they come with, yeah, they telling you the Egyptians is these pale people.
yeah, but every nose is knocked off.
Yeah, like come on,
Oh,
you
so
know,
y'all knocked y'all noses off.
yeah, make sense. That
Uh,
wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
so,
But like I
you know what
said,
I'm
bro,
saying? What they did to us is, what I'm saying, they taught us his story, you know what I'm saying? And my story is which is our story, but my story is a mystery, you know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So we learned his story. We never learned our story, you know what I'm saying? You learn your story, you become free. They don't want that. That's why.
One thing we can admit is that the the conqueror always rewrites the story and
Yeah.
tells his version.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I stole something from you and you was like, I seen you, I got you on camera, but I'm saying, no, I wasn't even over there. Or
Yeah.
no, I was sitting on the couch the whole time.
Hmm.
But I got proof though.
Got proof. Yeah.
But
That's
now,
just that's just like them telling us Columbus discovered here. We got proof, and they still going by it.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, and I'm just like, well, let me walk inside your house and let me discover that then.
Right. And
Since we just discovering shit.
you know what I'm saying? Like you just wasn't here. And I'm gonna end it with the Boomer Sooner, bro. Like I said, when I read about the Oklahoma land rush, and I just looked up the Boomer Sooner, where the whole concept came from.
Yeah,
And
it wasn't no nice shit. That's for sure.
OU Oklahoma Sooners, they mascot is the horse. But
Hmm.
then they got the little horse in the trailer that be coming out, the horse in the wagon be coming out, you know what I'm saying? Like pre games or whatever.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But going into the history of it, the Boomers were the Europeans who auctioned for the government for land in Oklahoma. The Sooners were the squatters, why sooner than later. They were there before the Boomers. So when they sounded that shot for everybody to go get their land, in places where the boomers had auctioned off, if the sooner was already there, then it was his.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So the whole boomer sooner is about them taking the land from our ancestors.
Lord,
See what I'm saying?
you just
But a
taught
lot
me
of people don't
now.
know that.
Now you just taught me something today.
See what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. Whatever. No, it ain't. Go look into it. Go read it. You know what I'm saying? Don't take my word for it, bro. Not you, but I'm just saying other people. Go find out for yourself. What am I gonna gain by lying to you?
Yeah, I want them to look up everything we talked about when it comes to any of that stuff. You
You
can
know what I'm
look at
saying? Yeah.
it. It's there. It's there. It ain't hard to
Where they
find no
keep
more.
coming from us is
They
putting
got that new. They got that what that Chat GPT or whatever you call it. I don't even know if I'm saying you could.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
pop everything up for you. Look on there.
yeah. Yeah, because I use that. I ain't gonna lie, I use that when I create a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But and it's good, you know what I'm saying? So yes, it's gonna give you, but also fact check. So if you don't believe the
Right.
first source, go look at something else and
Go
verify.
to the library. Y'all don't go to the library anymore anyway. Go to the library. Shit.
Right.
Go read some books or
A
something.
library card is free.
It's free. I still go to the library. The kids go. We read them all. Them. We do that little summer thing every summer where if you read a lot of books, they give you the free little fair ticket or whatever to the kids or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's like I even did it last summer. Shoot, had me reading like 15 books or something like that. I read quite a bit of books last summer.